The Denver Nuggets lose somehow, some way. 8-point lead going into the fourth quarter. David Adelman decides that the only way they can get this done, last game they had a 6-point lead. Jokic is not in the game. They let go of a 6-point lead. Today he keeps Jokic in the game. They have an 8-point lead. Jokic goes 4 of 6 in the third quarter. The non-Jokic Nuggets make one shot. Jokic goes 4 of 6 in the fourth quarter. The non-Jokic Nuggets make one shot. So, yeah, this is definitely a frustrating game all the way around. Will Jones, Aaron Gordon was 0-3 from 3. It is what it is. He had some really great looks. Aaron Gordon was 0-3 in the fourth quarter. Really good looks, just missed him. Christian Braun 0-1 in the fourth quarter, just didn't trust his shot. 1 of 6 for Murray, and I'm talking about like Murray had a wide open mid-range pull-up, a wide open 3 in the right corner, a wide open 3 in the left corner. I'm talking about butt naked, wide open for one of the best shooters in the NBA. 1 of 6, man. Michael Porter Jr. 0 of 3 in the fourth quarter. Peyton Watson 0 of 1. Russell Westbrook had a wide butt open 3 in the right corner, airballed. Jokic was 4 of 6 and 1 of 2 from 3. Man, this just felt, so reminiscent of the season where the Nuggets, for many different reasons, they just could not muster additional support today. Just could not do it. The starters, man, I mean, just such a tough pill to swallow. Jamal Murray had 28 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Honestly, he was great today. I thought he had a great game. I just think the legs got to him in the fourth quarter. He just could not convert. They played Jamal Murray 42 minutes today versus crazy comp. Like, Jamal was incredible. He missed wide open shots. He had 4 turnovers today, but he had most of those in the first half, had 1 in the second half. Jamal Murray, no complaints. No complaints at all. No complaints at all. It is what it is. 28 points. You love the effort from Jamal. You love the intensity from Jamal. But Jamal, 3 of 13 from 3 for one of the best 3-point shooters in the sport, y'all. 3 of 13 from 3 is tough. The Nuggets just simply run out of gas. This is going to go down as one of the greatest Nikola Jokic playoff games of all time. 44 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals for Jokic. He was by far the best player on the floor. He played 44 minutes today. He was 5 of 7 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 6 offensive rebounds. He was an absolute monster. This was right up near, I don't even know. Jokic has some crazy playoff games, but this is right up near some of his best in terms of the shot making, the decision making. Jokic is just one of one. Jamal Murray and Jokic today, they combined for 72 points, y'all. 72 points. And again, Gordon, he's allowed to have an off night. He's had an incredible playoffs. 1 of 5 from 3. You just needed 2 of those threes that AG shot to go down. They had the momentum. Christian was 3 of 12 from the field. One of the biggest reasons the Nuggets lose this game, they don't have the secondary and tertiary players consistently to show up on the bench. Man, it is just so hard to watch these games play out. This Denver team, they had one more guy. They win this game. Just one more. I mean, Charles Barkley said it. He just the load that he feels Jokic is carrying is just unlike anybody else in the league. And I get it. I think those 3 games he was really struggling to figure out this defense. But today, Russell Westbrook, Michael Porter Jr., Christian Braun, and Peyton Watson, they combined for 17 points. 17 points, y'all. This is tough, man. This is the tough pill to swallow because, last game it was like, all right, Jokic doesn't play well enough. And that's what it comes down to. You got to be better. Simple as that. But Jokic comes out on he has another 40-10 game in this series. Another one. He has 2 40-10 games in this series. Shot making bonanza. Like I said, Jamal Murray, I think he just lost his legs in the 4th quarter. But you get 17 points from your 4 other rotation players. Like I said, AG, he was 6 of 13. You can live with that. But the problem is the Nuggets, because their starting 5 is so good, but they have the worst bench in the playoffs. Their starting 5 is elite, but their bench has been bad. And when Russ, who's their only consistent bench player, when Russ is not available to give them anything, it costs them a lot. Because they're that reliant on his play. Russ in the last 2 games, y'all. Russ is 3 of 16 from the field, man. And again, not having Bruce Brown off the bench, any of that. Man, just tough to swallow. They got to win game 6. It's really that simple. They have to win game 6. They have to win game 6. But damn, I mean, honestly, like, it's more like the way that I feel about this game right now is more about it's just the same story. They just needed one more person to come to the table, and OKC got that. I think Shea had a really good second half. He was bad in the first half. He was 12 of 21, 23 from the field, but you got 31 from Shea. J-Dub gave you 18. Isaiah Hartenstein gave you 15. Chet Holmgren gave you 14. Lou Dort gave you 12. Alex Caruso gave you 13, and that is the difference. That's been the difference in the past 2 games. I just think all the stuff that I've said all year just kind of came to a head today. They just ran out of gas because Jokic again started the 4th quarter. And they didn't have enough, I think, to be able to get it done. Like, sometimes you just need like a 6th or 7th man to come off the bench and do the job. And in this series in particular, like, you have to be able to get it. You have to be able to get that additional help. And I want to say that Porter is for sure. He's hurt. I'm not trying to blame him at all, like, for everything. I think he's playing through energy. But if Michael Porter Jr., he said he doesn't want to get the shot, and I think that is his decision. But if he's not able to lift his shoulder, he literally is not contributing. And when you get games like this where you need to have just another person, like, again, 1 for 7, he's 2 for 14 in the last 2 games. It's not enough activity. It's not enough engagement. It's just not helping. But again, who else did they go to? Julian Strother? I think Peyton Watson might have been the best bet, but Peyton himself was 1 of 4 from the field today. Like I said, Jamal Murray, if he has his leg, again, if they have another guy they can go to, then maybe it's different. Maybe he makes those shots. Man, they're going back to Denver. They got to win, obviously, game 6. I think they're going to, the role players, this is it. This is it. Like, this is it. They got to get it done. They have to get it done. There's just no question about what needs to be done in this series. You have to be able to respond. Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, honestly, that's just a tough pill to swallow. Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow, y'all. OKC, man, just the team, like they just come in waves, 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 waves. Fourth, that Jokic had 13 points in the fourth, man. You just needed Jamal to hit 2 shots, man. Oh, that's tough, man. That's just, these are the games. These are the games. These are the moments. These are the moments. These are the moments you have to be able to corral, and they usually do this. They usually have done this. Brandon Robert, I believe that's how you say his name. Jokic played 44 minutes. Murray played 42 minutes. Braun played 43 minutes. The Thunder used their depth to their advantage once again, and the starters, they all played within the 30s. None of their players played over 40 minutes. Yeah, man. Definitely a tough game. OKC played really well down the stretch. Jamal Murray, per Tony Jones, said, I don't think Jokic should be going to get any type of slander. He had an MVP Hall of Fame type game. We all have to be better around him. Again, like, Jamal Murray from Jake Shapiro, I felt like we got some good shots at the end. I just felt our defense wasn't up to par closing minutes of the game. So I think it just comes down to a little bit better execution, not giving up wide open shots. Yeah, the J-Dub 3, the drop coverage on SGA. Yeah, just stuff like that can't happen. It's definitely frustrating, y'all. Definitely frustrating. I think they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do. Jake Coyne, the Nuggets have now lost 3 of his last 4 postseason games where Jokic has not rested in the fourth, despite leading in all but one of those games entering the fourth. They're losing those quarters by an average of 10.8 points. Yeah, I mean, I think fatigue and exhaustion is a part of it. Yeah, game 6 is on the line. Honestly, that's what everything is. Game 6, everything's on the line. And we're going to see how everybody responds. No, I think they will. I would even bet they're going to win game 6. But they are going to have to be able, I think, to find other players around Jokic and Murray and Gordon. They're going to have to get play out of them. They're going to have to get better play out of them. You can't get 2 of 14 from Michael Porter Jr. You just can't. I think Aaron Gordon has a better game, but overall, y'all, like, the series is going back to Denver. They have a chance to win it. They need to step in and do the job. But a lot of this comes down to you can't get 17 points from the 4 other rotation players in your lineup outside of the 3 that have been consistent. Man, that was a great win by SGA for sure, and the OKC Thunder. But man, it's just the little things that they don't have that make all the difference in these games. Wow, y'all, make sure y'all like, share. Make sure you tell people you like getting some of your favorite Denver Nuggets content. Man, what a game! heartbreaker for Denver Nuggets fans. But look, we got Locked On Nuggets coming up tomorrow. Ryan and Matt will be with you. I'll be on Player's Choice this week. We'll be back on Locked On Thursday before we get into the game. Y'all know what time it is. See you on the other side.